Hi everybody and welcome to another weekly update video. So to cover off some Azure news, and there's not a lot to be honest. One of the things I wanted to call out though was that Azure Backups have got new reporting out in preview, so you can now have a look at a consolidated view of everything that's happening within your backup environments across subscriptions or tenants, and try and figure out whether things are running, what's not running, and maybe even do some forecasting based on the current data and what you're currently backing up and retaining. So I put a link in the description in the show notes below, and you can have a bit more read up of what's happening there. Also, the team launched PowerShell 7, so that went generally available this week, and my colleague Thomas has a great blog showing you some of the new things that's happening within PowerShell 7. So again, the link will be in the description below. So I'm just outside right now, enjoying a bit of fresh air. It's still a bit nippy here in Scotland, but thankfully, fingers crossed, we've had a few dry days, so it's been actually quite nice, and some of my spring bulbs are emerging. I should have been in Finland this week, so if you'd watched last week's video, you would have seen me say that I should have been speaking in Finland, and I should have been speaking in Finland today. Unfortunately, I had to pull out of that event just due to coronavirus and some of the uncertainty around travelling there. So apologies to anybody that was looking forward to meeting me at Tech Days Finland. Hopefully I'll get to Finland at some point, but if you wanted to catch my session, you actually can, because I've recorded it and put it on YouTube, so it's available on demand. And I'm happy to answer any questions either in the YouTube comments, or my contact details are going to be all across that video, so I'll share a link again in the description if anybody wants to grab that. So I've just been working on content since I've not been travelling. So I've recorded a couple of videos, and I've been working on some blog posts and catching up on some emails that I needed to send, and basically just to try and clear the decks so that I can spend the next couple of weeks creating some bigger bits of content that will be online. I've also had the opportunity this week to catch up with some colleagues and just have a chat for half an hour or so with them. So I actually caught up with Lisa Clark, who works for Dell but lives up in Dundee, and we just had a good chinwag for about half an hour. So it was really nice to hear her voice and to speak to her this week. And I've also had a chat with my colleague Thomas, just again about some ideas and catching up and having a good chinwag. So if anybody's working from home now and missing the office banter, or bants as we call it here in Scotland, reach out to me. I'll put some contact details on. I'm happy to have a chat, even if it's just half an hour where we put on the video and we have a coffee and chat about our day or what's happening at home or whatever. Happy to do that. It'd be really lovely to make some connections and reach out to people and catch up. If we're all at working from home at the moment and not kind of doing our usual day-to-day job as such. So I hope everybody is having a good week. I am waiting on a parcel getting delivered, and once that parcel gets delivered, I'm going to head out to the hardware store because I've got a bunch of stuff I need to pick up. I've got a bit of a DIY project that I want to do. Partly it's going to be a practical project, if it all goes to plan and goes how it should go, and partly aesthetically pleasing for my office. So fingers crossed that all goes well and I can report back on that next week. So that's my kind of weekend project. Hopefully I don't drill through any fingers or toes or limbs or chop anything off, but so I'm looking forward to that. Quite excited about that. So watch this space, and hopefully I'll be able to share some learnings. And so have a good one, everybody. Make the most of the weekend and enjoy time with your friends and family, and I will catch you next week.